It won't be the greatest 120 minutes of your life, but it'll be up there. Dave Kendall with you for 120 minutes, the show that each and every week brings you the latest music videos from the bands that dare to be different. Tonight, world premiere videos from They Might Be Giants and Erasure, and the latest clips from Technoid, Peter Murphy, Flat Duo Jets, the Screaming Blue Messiahs, 9 Inch Nails, the Magnolias, Big Audio Dynamite, the Lemonheads, the Wonder Stuff, and a double dose of the Jesus and Mary chain. We'll also count down the alternative top 10 records, and we'll shine the 120 X-ray through Ministry. 1 hour from now, a world premiere video from Erasure. Right now, let's kick off with a world premiere video from They Might Be Giants. This is Birdhouse in Your Soul.
Well, I grew up on radio, so MTV, I first saw it when my nieces were watching it. I was like 28 years old. I couldn't sell my paintings to anybody, and I was doing a series about Atlantic City. And my nieces were watching it, and I saw this Bruce Springsteen video, which was about Atlantic City. And it was just this grainy black and white thing with like a roulette wheel turning and the boardwalk. And for the first time since I was a little kid, since I heard like Jackie Wilson and the Beatles and Elvis, rock and roll again informed my work. And that nudge of recognition was important. And from then on, I watched it pretty regularly.
Hold it, ho, ho, ho. So you're gonna finally meet Cindy, huh?
Tonight.
Good, so first impressions are very important.
I think.
Okay, now imagine, lights are low, the music's soft, knock the door opens up, somebody's out there doing this.
What is this? She's got dandruff?
No, you have dandruff.
No,
yes you do.
I shampoo every day.
You can shampoo your brains out with regular shampoo, wouldn't matter.
Your brains out?
Yeah, well, so use that.
Head and Shoulders?
Works for me, my friend.
But you don't have dandruff.
Exactamundo!
Head and Shoulders, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Because you like some days to be all downhill.
It's the right beer now.
If this is your idea of preserving the wildlife.
It's the right beer now.
Because out here, not everything hibernates for the winter. So reach for the silver bullet, the one that won't slow you down.
Coors Light. Yeah, it's the right beer now.
Do you want to make more money? Sure, we all do. So call this free number to find out how easy it is to train at home for a better career. At ICS, more than 9 million men and women have prepared for new careers without setting foot inside a classroom. And now at home, in your spare time, you can get your diploma or your degree. Choose any one of these courses: high school, TV VCR repair, computer programming, child daycare, bookkeeping, personal computer specialist, gun repair, electrician, legal assistant, veterinary assistant, interior decorating, medical dental office, art, or get your degree. You can major in business management or in accounting. Make this important call right now.
Call now for the free information Sally Struthers spoke about. Then decide if you want to train at home for a better job or career to make more money. Call 1-800-228-2200. There is no obligation and no salesman will visit you. That's 1-800-228-2200. Call now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
MTV in stereo. The full effect.
on the New Music Marathon, videos from Peter Murphy and Husker Du. Right now, here's America's top 10 alternative albums, and this week's College Chart Countdown features 2 new entries and a new number 1. At number 10 for the second week in a row, it's New Jersey's Smithereens. Album number 3 for the Reens is called 11 and was produced by Ramones and Living Colour knob twiddler Ed Stasium. Still at number 9, Chicago Industrial Gods Ministry with The Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste. Michael Penn, oldest of the famous Penn brothers, breaks in at number 8 with his debut album March. And dropping down 5 big notches to number 7, it's the Jesus and Mary Chain with Automatic. Holding steady at number 6, it's Laurie Anderson's Strange Angels, an album that features Anderson actually singing as opposed to her usual cosmic rapping. The Psychedelic Furs remain firmly entrenched in the number 5 spot with their 7th album, Book of Days. And still at number 4, Ian McCulloch with his solo debut, Candleland, an album the former Bunnyman dedicated to his late father. Kate Bush falls from a 2-month reign at number 1 with a 2-slot drop to this week's number 3. As last week's special guest, The Creatures, move up 1 place to number 2. And our highest debut this week is also our brand new number 1. It's Peter Murphy with his 3rd solo album, Deep. Can he beat Kate Bush's 8-week streak at number 1? Consult your tarot cards. Right now, let's take a look at the first video from Deep. Here is Peter Murphy with Cuts You Up.
characters, new channels, a new hostette, and a frightening new finale. It's the all-new, all-lunatic, all-natural Remote Control at an all-new time. The game show you wouldn't leave alone with your own sister is once more invading your living room and your life. Join Ken Collin and ravishing newcomer Susan Ashley for all new episodes of Remote Control. Now weeknights at 7:30, 6:30 Central. And if the contestants don't live through it, hey, sorry, pal. This is MTV.
First, it was teacher to student. Then it was father to son. Now it's man to man.
The Karate Kid Part 3, now available on video cassette.
We have been fascinated from the beginning. As a machine, the human body remains a supreme invention. To unlock its potential, we offer Soloflex. Simple and efficient, like the body itself. Which may explain why Soloflex looks less like a machine and more like a work of art.
Music like we do, you'll love Sessions' new album called Secret Love.
It has 48 soft rock classics by the original artist.
Just listen.
So I'm saving all my love for you. If ever you're in my arms again, nights in white satin. I've been waiting for a girl like you. I'm all out of luck. I'm so lost without.
That's 4 records or 3 cassette tapes for only $19.95. 3 compact discs, only $29.95.
Call toll-free 1-800-441-0200. That's 1-800-441-0200. Or send check or money order to the address on your screen.
On the 120-minute Horizon, videos from the Screaming Blue Messiahs, 9 Inch Nails, and a cult classic clip from the Specials. First, the Jesus and Mary Chain, who've certainly come a long way since they were just unruly Scottish brats that no one had heard of. I mean, they're still unruly Scottish brats, but a lot more people have heard of them. Adam Curry tells me that on Full Tilt tomorrow, he's going to play the Jesus and Mary Chain, followed by a Madonna video. It's going to be an historic and aesthetic first. To celebrate, here's a double dose of the Mary Chain. First, a clip from their 1985 LP, Psycho Candy. This is just...
Get an electric charge from you. A second-hand living, it just won't do. Anyway, I feel tonight. Oh, I could die and I wouldn't mind. And there's something going on inside. Makes you wanna feel, makes you wanna try, makes you wanna go to the stars from the sky. I can't stand up, I can't
I'm getting paid $2,000 to do this commercial. Plus, every time it airs, I get $375 in royalties.
See this number? This is what it stands for. It's the patent number of a unique conditioner that leaves hair fuller. Who's got that patent? Prel. Yes, Prel. We've developed a clean rinse formula. Nothing rinses cleaner. So nothing leaves hair fuller. Our conditioner is so unique, we've got a patent on it. Prel. The cleaner the rinse, the fuller the hair.
I'm sitting rock classics. 3 of the greatest from the 60s and 70s. Just $9.95 with a special 6-month trial membership in the CBS Compact Disc Club. Simon and Garfunkel's greatest hits. Creedence Clearwater Revival's Chronicle. The Eagles' greatest hits. The original recordings, now better than ever on CD. Over $45 worth of great music for $9.95 with no further obligation. All 3 CDs just $9.95, plus the quality and service you expect as a member of the CBS Compact Disc Club. Call now. The music will last forever, but this offer won't.
To order, call 1-800-351-1500. That's 1-800-351-1500. Visa, MasterCard, and American Express only. Get all 3 CDs for just $9.95 plus $3 shipping and handling. Nothing more to buy ever. No CODs and 10-day money-back guarantee. Call 1-800-351-1500.
Listen carefully. This man is using an amazing electronic breakthrough that lets him hear a pin drop across the room. It's the Whisper 2000. Gives you the astonishing experience of super hearing. No more embarrassing complaints when you watch TV.
Can you turn that down?
With Whisper 2000, you don't have to turn up the volume. It's hard to hear in the backseat of the car. Now, sit back and talk comfortably.
Can you hear me back there?
Loud and clear. Disguised as a pocket-type radio, you can actually hear a whisper across the room.
He's so good looking.
What is? Use Whisper 2000 in theaters. You'll hear every word clearly, comfortably. Similar devices sell for $60, but it's yours now for just $19.95. Here's how to order.
To order, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-776-2700 or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $4 shipping and handling to Whisper 2000, 6000 American Way, Roanoke, Virginia.
Noteworthy new music. Hear it first on MTV. Kate Bush. Michael Penn. Depeche Mode. Lenny Kravitz.
We got to let love you.
If it's new, it's here. MTV.
In just a few minutes, we'll get right down in it with 9 Inch Nails. We'll also take a look at Ministry Live, and we'll see what main man Howard Jorgensen has to say about some of the band's older albums. Right now, a cult classic clip from The Specials. Since the legendary English ska band broke up back in '81, members of The Specials have pursued their own specialties. Keyboardist Jerry Dammers formed Special AKA and scored an international hit with Free Nelson Mandela. 8 odd years later, it finally looks like that's going to happen. Terry Hall took co-vocalist Neville Staples and guitarist Linval Golding into the Fun Boy 3 and wrote the hit single Our Lips Are Sealed with Go-Go Jane Weedlin. And Hall went on to form the moody psychedelic Colourfield. These days he's in a band called Terry, Blair and Arushka. But right now, let's look back at the last big hit scored by The Specials. From 1981, this is Ghost Town.
down. This place is coming like a ghost town. Bands won't play no more. Too much fighting on the dance floor. was me, it's just a fading memory. I looked him right in the eye and said goodbye. I was up above it. I was up above it. Now down it. I was up above it. I was up above it. Now down it. I was up above it.
After the break, the 120 X-ray on Ministry.
Don't party with death. Don't drink and drive.
It was like suddenly this guy appears out of nowhere. Good thing my skin was all right, because of Clearasil.
Clearasil has the power to penetrate clogged pores, the power to kill pimple-causing bacteria on contact, the power to help you look your best.
And that's important, because you never know. Clearasil. It's for skin that makes a clear first impression.
Threw a party in the county jail.
And here he is, the king, Elvis Presley. Elvis, a legend in his own time, and a legend that's still growing today. Now, a very special collector's plate, Jailhouse Rock by artist Bruce Emmett, has been officially endorsed by the Elvis Presley estate and is now available through the Bradford Exchange. The edition will be limited to a maximum of 150 firing days. So act now if you wish to own this fine collector's plate. Here at the Bradford Exchange, analysts have watched exceptional plates like these escalate dramatically in value. Jailhouse Rock appears to have similar profit potential and is backed by Bradford's 365-day money-back guarantee. So if you want this important collector's plate at the issue price of $24.75, call this toll-free number now. Charge it to your Visa or MasterCard or order COD. Call now to order your Jailhouse Rock plate before it's too late.
For more than 25 years, James Bond has thrilled moviegoers. And now Time Life Video announces the James Bond Collection. And the adventure begins with Goldfinger at the special introductory price of just $9.99. That's a savings of 50% off the regular price. Then you can collect other James Bond adventures on home video. You'll receive another great Bond movie each month for just $19.99. There's no minimum to buy. Cancel at any time.
Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Call now to get Goldfinger for just $9.99. Here's how to order.
To order your James Bond video cassette, call 1-800-435-5000. That's 1-800-435-5000. Or send just $9.99 plus $3.23 shipping and handling to James Bond Video, P.O. Box 4550, Omaha, Nebraska.
What would you pay for a product so simple any youngster can operate? It slices it, Julienne's. Yes, overnight. Bring your favorite music at home. Reduces pain, neuritis, and neuralgia. So the new store. Act now to see this crucial talking about. Appointment prohibited by law.
Well, in case you haven't noticed, the first month of the decade has seen America ravaged by a great gallivanting monolith of ranting rage and primal pandemonium known as Ministry. We caught up with Al Jorgensen and the crew in New York City recently, and since we knew how much he hates talking about his electro-poppy past, that's the first thing we asked him about.
Usually you have like artists going 10 years beating their head against the wall, writing great music, and then they just get tired of being poor and they sell out, make lots of money, get on a major label, blah. You know the story a million times over, right? And with us, we sold out before we started, which is, you know, kind of interesting. I think there's two kinds of music. I think there's good and there's bad, and hopefully I'd like to be affiliated with the good side. I really don't, I'm not going to get into this thrasho, technico, cyber, new wave-o, sanitized, homogenized in a box, put it out 120 BPM, down your throat, out your, and onto the next platter, you know? It's like, I don't know, it's good.
Tour, Ministry's core lineup has swelled to 8 members, with musicians from bands like Killing Joke, Skinny Puppy, the UK Subs, and Rigor Mortis joining up. You could call it this year's alternative rock supergroup, but they won't call it that.
I think it's preposterous. I think it was best summed up by someone else who called it rollerball. I don't think it's a supergroup. I think it's more like rollerball. You know, I don't mean to sound like I'm some kind of Star Trek empath or something, but you know, I'm basically influenced by my surroundings. These are pretty aggressive times.
Everything's getting more intense. I'd be a mass murderer if I wasn't a drummer. I'd be a mass murderer.
I'd be in jail.
If the abrasive music at a Ministry concert doesn't lure you in at first, the group's visuals probably will. The stage set features fire-burning cauldrons and 3 giant film screens, plus a 12-foot-tall fence that separates the band from the audience.
Since most clubs are so uptight about stage diving, now this isn't actually stage diving. It's fence jumping or fence diving or something, because they can actually climb up without being on their precious little stage and dive off now, and so the kids seem to like it too. In Detroit, we had bolts thrown at us in between the chain link. That was kind of neat, but generally, it just serves a dual purpose. I don't really care about the security aspect. People, if they're going to hit you with something, they're going to hit you with something. And to me, it's all part of being out there, you know. It's channeled aggression. Hell, I'd rather have them throw a beer bottle at me and go out and knife some old lady or something, you know.
Ah, good old Uncle Al. I knew he was a philanthropist at heart. As for Martin Atkins, I think he'd be a housewife if he wasn't a drummer. Right now, let's take a look at a video from Ministry's 1988 LP, Land of Rape and Honey. This is Stigmata. Ministry with Land of Rape and Honey. Such zen-like serenity. Well, the gods be praised. We've got another whole hour of alternative music video right here on 120 Minutes. Dave Kendall with you for the second 60 of 120 Minutes, your 2-hour tour through the netherworld of underground music video. Watch 120 Minutes. Impress your friends with your new music knowledge. On the agenda, the record release rundown, an underground outtake from Voodoo Gearshift, and the latest videos from Technoid, Big Audio Dynamite, Flat Duo Jets, David Byrne, the Magnolias, the Wonder Stuff, and the Lemonheads. Let's kick off with our second world premiere video tonight. Erasure have a new album called Wild. Here's their brand new video. It's called Blue Savannah.
Go ahead, sing.
Den suveræne danske sound.
But I think we got a hit.
Yeah.
Set.
It's not simply a game. It's an era of fitness, health, muscle development, body toning, beauty, and power. It's the era of soul effects. Become a part of it.
Call anytime for a free brochure.
The hottest new album of the decade is burning up the airwaves. This is Guitar Rock, a giant 4-record set. Guitar Rock, all original hits by the original stars on 4 LPs, 2 double-length cassettes, or 2 CDs. Rock on!
Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. American woman, stay away from me.
Guitar Rock is like no other collection on 4 LPs or 2 double-length cassettes, $19.99. 2 compact discs, $24.99. Nothing rocks harder or louder. Have your credit card ready. Here's how to order.
Order call 1-800-247-7500. That's 1-800-247-7500. Or send $19.99 for 4 records or 2 cassettes, or $24.99 for 2 compact discs. Plus $4 shipping and handling to Guitar Rock, P.O. Box 1880, Department 6, Alexandria, Virginia.
In the alternative on-deck circle, the latest video delights from Technoid and Big Audio Dynamite. Right now, let's take a look at some new records in the stores. How do you make textured ambient music without making it sound like New Age or Muzak? Like this, say the Blue Nile, offering us their second album, Hats. And the Scottish band has succeeded in making an album both world-weary and innocent, dreamlike and impassioned. Equally Scottish, but a little noisier, come the Silencers with their second album, A Blues for Buddha. The band has infused their rock R&B sound with a Celtic folk flavour, complete with the odd bagpipe. The lyrics are a little melodramatic, and personally I find the great galloping choruses a tad nauseating. But hey, that's my problem. Meet Otis Ball, a new artist on They Might Be Giants label. And guess what? He sounds like They Might Be Giants. In fact, they discovered him and they even sing on one track. Now, this is not to say that Otis Ball's new album, I'm Gonna Love You Till I Don't, does not exude a bluesy, tragicomic genius all its own. But all in all, I think he'd make a good opening act for They Might Be Giants. Finally, The Hypnotics with a new album that claims to be liver than God. What these guys are actually trying to do is relive the 60s. But luckily, they sound more like the Only Ones and the early Damned. So if you're into groovy grunge and lavishly self-indulgent lead solos, get hypnotized. Hey, enough of my yakking. Let's get back to more videos. Here's one for a song called Technoid by a band called Technoid. It's one of the biggest dance tracks in the country right now. There's a remix video that goes right along with the dance track, and it looks something like this.
Baby, baby, it was you.
Wow, wow, love. Wow, wow, love. Is that woman? Oh, make it do. Oh, yeah. Wow, wow, love. Baby, baby. Wow, wow, love. Wow, wow, love. Is that woman? Oh, make it do. Oh, yeah. Wow, wow, love. Baby, baby. Well, I woke up this morning and I found that love gone. Know my heart about me since you left me all alone. Well, misery creeping on me in my
And it's Jeff.
Jeff Kahn, I have a last name, Ben.
Come on, Jeff, you're the sidekick.
Ben?
Well, it's true, isn't it? I'm Ben Stiller, the star of The Ben Stiller Show, part of MTV's new Comedy at 7 weeknight lineup.
We're on Thursday nights.
It's a show where I do a whole thing with all these different characters. Eddie Munster, Tom Cruise, Bono. It's funny, right? It's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. I do some characters, too. It's The Ben Stiller Show, every Thursday at 7, 6 Central, only on MTV.
The hottest new album of the decade is burning up the airwaves. This is Guitar Rock, a giant 4-record set.
Stay away from me.
Guitar Rock, all original hits by the original stars on 4 LPs or 2 double-length cassettes, $19.99. 2 compact discs, $24.99. Nothing rocks harder or louder. Have your credit card ready. Here's on order.
To order, call 1-800-247-7500 or send $19.99 for 4 records or 2 cassettes or $24.99 for 2 compact discs, plus $4 shipping and handling to Guitar Rock, P.O. Box 1880, Department 6, Alexandria, Virginia.
Well, you can rock it, you can roll it, do the stop and even stroll it at the hop. My little runaway.
For over 30 years, the single most important name in rock and roll has been Billboard magazine.
Oh, yes, I'm the great pretender.
A record's only #1 when it hits the top of the Billboard charts.
Come on over, baby, whole lot of shaking going on.
Now, Billboard brings you rock and roll the early years. 30 smash hits. The ultimate collection digitally remastered from the priceless original recordings. Order now and the first 10,000 credit card customers will receive this special collector's cassette of the legendary Everly Brothers' greatest hits absolutely free. Billboard's rock and roll the early years. 30 original hits on 3 LPs or 2 cassettes, $16.95. 2 CDs, $21.95, plus your free Everly Brothers cassette. Write or call now.
On the 120-minute agenda, the latest solo video from Talking Head David Byrne and an underground clip from the Magnolias. First flat duo Jets. You may remember them from a couple of songs they landed on the soundtrack to a movie called Athens, Georgia Inside Out. Here they are with a video from their very own new self-titled debut album. It's called Wild, Wild Lover.
I